Hey, what up? It's Tampa Brad, and in this video I want to talk to you about partnerships and collaboration and my recent experience in actually engaging in a partnership, how it's going, and what I realized was kind of my misconception about partnerships and collaboration and how they can be an amazing thing. And if you're in business for yourself, how they are, they can kind of in a way be like the unlock to growing your business massively. So let me explain. In my construction business, Home Love Construction, our sales and marketing engine is amazing. I mean, we're able to reach out to a lot of people. We're really good at estimating. We're able to take projects that people struggle to figure out, break them down, chunk them into their pieces, put them back together, put together a quote, and have it actually be correct and reflect what actually happens on the ground. We're great at that. What we've struggled with for a long time is basically recruiting, training, and retaining the people to manage the project once it's done. It has been, you know, I'm being real with you here because I want to actually give you some real advice and share my story. It's a place where we've struggled in the past, and so it's a problem that I've been really working really hard to fix. You know, I met this guy who I was like, damn, I really want to hire this guy because he would be great at running our production. And you know, we connected some more, and we you know, I didn't say anything about that. It was just kind of a thought in the back of my head. And we're talking and we're working together. Then we collaborated on a project, then we collaborated on 2 projects. And then he said, you know, if we took your kind of front end, you know, design and married it with my production team, we would have a killer, unstoppable construction company here in the Tampa Bay area. So that's what we did because we both wanted the same thing. And what I realized in actually doing that is that by putting our 2 companies together, you know, obviously we're selling jobs at a certain markup and both of us sell it at that same markup. We can't double our markup and both take out the same amount of money. But what we can do is we can each take a smaller piece, but then triple our volume, because now we have people just solely dedicated to the estimating and design side and the marketing side and, you know, getting us known. And now we have a big team. We've got like a 7-person production team now solely dedicated to just the production. And we have a 5-person team dedicated to the design and estimating. I mean, that's great. Like, we essentially took 2 companies, put them together. Now we have this killer staff on both sides of the ball who are both pushing forward projects and are experts at what they do. And if you look at, for example, this is kind of like an economy. Right? An economy meaning like the overall economy of like a country or something. The bigger a country gets, the more specialized goods it can create and the more valuable the thing becomes as a whole. That's why US companies as stocks are so valuable, is because they're part of a huge economy where there's a lot of room to get super specific in what you do. As you build a business larger, it's easier for certain people to get really grooved into the niche of what they do inside of your business. Like, for example, we have someone in our business who just does the permitting, and that person is really, really good at permitting. It's my dad, actually. But because he's done so many large permits and he has to do them so regularly because we're just pumping out projects, he's gotten really, really good at that. So we've written up that position to where if he needs to take that hat off and he needs to go, you know, raise his grandkids or something, you know, whatever he needs to do in his life, we can easily transfer that position because he's gotten so good at it. We've been able to write out the best practices and exactly how to do it, create systems around that, and now it's easy to fill that spot if it ever vacates. So the point of all that, right, is that I couldn't do that with the same amount of speed if I didn't partner with someone. And so some people would say, well, why not just do it yourself and make all the money? Well, let me ask you this. Why not make the same amount of money, but do 1/3 of the work? And then you just are able to do way more. And so, you know, the thing to consider is you have to look at the whole big picture and you have to look at time. What it's now allowing me to do is it's freeing up more of my time to focus on the marketing side. It's allowing me to make more of these videos and help other people, which in turn winds up helping me. You know, I mean, the key to all success, any successful person will tell you, is just help other people. And so if you can partner with someone that's gonna free you up to help more people and doing whatever it is, maybe you do need to partner with somebody to do marketing because you're not good at that, but then it allows you to help people in your business to produce your actual product better, more consistently at a higher volume, which will wind up making you more money. And so the point of all this is partnering can be a way to lift all boats. It can be a situation where, and Stephen Covey talks about this in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, great, amazing book, by the way, but he talks about how synergy is something that the most effective people do. They synergize. They take it to where two people who are operating at a high level but are somewhat, they still have their strengths and weaknesses. If you put them together, you can have a situation where 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. 1 + 1 might wind up equaling 4 or 5, because they get spin-off benefits and they're actually able to work better together than they did apart, because they're more efficient and they're more effective at what they do, and they don't have to do the thing that they don't like doing, and they don't have to do the thing that they're bad at doing. That's what a lot of people miss, is they're like, oh, I hire an accountant because I don't like doing numbers. No. You don't hire an accountant because you don't like doing numbers. You hire an accountant because you're slow at doing your books and the accountant is fast. And if you save that time of not having to do your books, now you can be out running your business, selling more projects, doing more projects, making more of your widgets, whatever it is, and that should be making you more money. Anything you spend money on should be freeing up time so that you can go make more money. That's completely the game. Until you get up to a certain level, then you invest and do other things and reduce taxes and blah, blah, blah. So all that to say, collaboration, right? And let me talk real quick, because I promised you I would, about my self-limiting beliefs about collaboration, how I didn't think it was going to work, and kind of all that thing. So for a while, I thought that there just wasn't any opportunity to collaborate, and I thought, there's nobody like me, and I just don't want to work with anybody because I'm not impressed by anyone, right? Like, there's nobody who I'm inspired to work with and I think it could work out because they have an expansive mindset, until I met someone who did. So realize that it seems impossible until it's not. It's like flight, right? It's like manned flight. If you just keep in mind that it is physically possible, like there is an opportunity, there will be an opportunity for you to partner and collaborate with someone in your life, as long as you keep that as a fact that eventually you will find the person that's a good fit. And you might have to go through people who are not a good fit. I certainly have. So I wanted to use this to educate you, but I also wanted to inspire you to look for opportunities to collaborate with people and to partner up. Don't be afraid to give away a piece of the pie as far as, profit sharing, if it's a thing that's going to reduce your workload, allow you to work with a really talented and ambitious person. By the way, this will not work if you're not both ambitious. You have to both have a vision, because what will happen is all the little bickering stuff. Me and my partner, we don't bicker, because we both know we have a higher place that we're going to, right? There's a pinnacle that we have to work really hard to get to. We can't be screwing around fighting with each other or bickering over little stuff that isn't gonna matter in 10 years anyways. So we both put that to the side, we don't care about it, and we're working towards the pinnacle of what we're trying to achieve, which is a $100 million construction company in the Tampa Bay area, just doing residential projects. I mean, we wanna just dominate this space in this area and own Tampa Bay, and then eventually the state of Florida, then the US, and so on and so forth. So that said, I hope this inspired you, gave you a little bit of insight into collaborating, a little bit on how to do it, but really why to do it and who you should do it with. Anything is possible, and I mean that in the sincerest way. I did not think it was possible that someone would take over all of the production, which for me is the toughest part. It's a tough job to do production in a construction company, but someone wanted to do that. I just had to find that right person who had the right mindset about it and realized that there was an opportunity there in that challenge of what other people didn't want to do. I look forward to talking to you. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next vid. Peace.